everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and today we will be unboxing, setting up, and just trying on the Galaxy Ring for the first time. Now, the next video that I will shoot of the Galaxy Ring will be in about 7 to 10 days, just because for it to pick up all of the sleep data, it takes 7 days, and just to kind of learn your body, learn your routine and everything. And also, I just want to just fully use this just to see how much better this is than, let's say, using a Galaxy Watch. So let's get this thing unboxed and taken a look at, and hopefully I'll be able to give you some details that you have not heard of yet when it comes down to the Galaxy Ring. Now, one thing I'm liking about this box here is that it opens up like a traditional, jewelry box. So it's not just going to, lift off just like a smartphone. Now, up here on the very top will be your start guide along with the charging cable, which this one will be USB Type-C to USB Type-C, because on the back of this little charging case here, you will have your Type-C charger. Now, talking about the case, this one's just an enclosure to protect your ring as well as charge your ring. You do have wireless charging that is built on the bottom. You also have your Type-C port on the back. Now, this will allow for a full charge to happen from 0 to 100% in 80 minutes. This charging case will also charge your ring 1.5 times. Now, as you open this up, you'll be greeted with a light that just is circular around the ring itself. When you take this off, you are able to just lift it and pull it straight out. But the thing about it is that as you charge it, you can see that there are grooves on the bottom going along with the groove of the ring. So if you try to charge it like this, it's not going to work. Pretty much as it sits in, it is supposed to be fitted to give this thing a charge. So just remember that as you place it on, you can't just place it on any which way. It does actually have to go on like this, where you have all the sensors on the bottom with that cutout. Now, the size that I have here, this one is size 13, which is super hard to get just because us Americans, I believe, just have larger fingers than some of the other states. Now, this one is able to fit on my middle finger, my pointer finger. It also is able to fit on the ring finger, but it is a little loose there. So where mine will be sitting will be on my right index finger right here. And, as I play around with it, I'll have to see if it has to sit a certain way to give me, something that's a little bit more accurate. Because as you know, there are sensors only in one area. I believe most people will probably put it towards the bottom. Now, in order for you to pair your Galaxy Ring with your Samsung smartphone, you have to leave the ring inside the case, open it up, and this is where you're able to hit on connect. Pretty much it's the exact same thing when it comes down over into your Galaxy Buds. So the first window that we are greeted with is our body's battery level. So really it just gives you an energy score based off of each day. And this is, comparing it versus today versus yesterday, depending on your activity, also your sleep time, maybe the time you went to bed, how consistent you were, how many hours you were asleep. Also, understand your sleep for better rest is the next screen that you're greeted with. Goes into tracking your daily activity. So your ring will automatically track your activity so you can check how much you've moved through the day, setting daily activity targets to help you stay active. So this will hopefully maybe overtake the usage of your watch. So maybe there's a few things you can turn off on the watch as you want, if you want to, just because the ring is something that's a little bit easier to wear. And who knows, maybe it could be a little bit more accurate. This will also give you alerts for high or low heart rate. You can also predict your menstrual cycle. Now, this next screen here actually answers my question from the beginning of this video, which is the best way to wear the ring. In terms of comfortability, also the best readings. So there is actually a little mark, and it's actually just lined up with this little light right here, that little orange light that you can see, and it's in the middle of all the rest of these sensors. So this tiny little mark is actually what will be on the palm of your finger. So as you can see in this video here, it has to be all the sensors at your palm. So this little line right there has to be at your palm, and this is the best way to wear it. So now that we are connected to the Galaxy Ring, I should be able to get a full 7 days out of my battery life on this thing, just because I do have size 13, which is why I'll come back with another video in 7 to 10 days, giving you my full review, which is also a perfect segue going over into some of the details that you might not know about the Galaxy Ring. Everybody knows the colors, which is titanium black, titanium silver, titanium gold. The price is $399.99. There is no subscription fee at all because the subscription is free. Also, the size and the weight. So from the smallest size of size 5, it weighs 2.3 grams. The largest size, which is size 13, weighs 3 grams. And this is where you have your battery life differing from all of the different sizes, which is, it makes sense, common sense. A bigger ring can hold a bigger battery. So sizes 5, 6, and 7 will be able to last you 5 days. Sizes 8, 9, 10, 11 will last you 6 days. And then size 12 and 13 will give you a 7-day battery life. When it comes down to the gestures, it only works for the camera controls and alarm dismiss. When it comes down to the sleep data, it does require 7 days of use, which is why I need to come back in 7 to 10 days to actually give you a full, true, honest review. And then for some of the ratings, it is IP68, which means 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Also, it has a 1,000-meter rating as well, which I believe it kind of means like a top of the water. You're able to just keep swimming for, a total of 1,000 meters. Or if you're just underneath the top of the water, the ring is able to stay underneath for 1,000 meters. So they have 2 different ratings that was approved, but it is not suitable for diving due to the pressure. So if you're running into a bunch of pressure, just pushing into the ring, that can hurt it. And my guess is it's probably not 1,000 meters below water, because there might be too much pressure there, but I kind of wrote a little tip over here that's mostly for top of the water just to kind of be safe. So if you're underneath the top layer of the water, you should be good to go. We also mentioned at the beginning of this video, it charges in 80 minutes, and the case can hold 1.5 charges. And then as for these dates and numbers that I have up over here, these are the sizes and the dates that it would arrive and get to you. So if you order right now, as of the recording of this video, which is August 2nd, but it'll be uploaded August 3rd, so these will be delayed by a day. If you get sizes 5 through 7, all 3 colors will be able to arrive at your door on August 7th. If you go for size 8, it'll arrive at your doorstep on August 9th or 14th, depending on the color you get, either black, silver, or gold. Then for the size 9, it will arrive at your doorstep on August 14th or 21st, again, depending on the color you choose. Size 10, they only have it in gold for a date that they're giving, which is August 28th. And then for the size 11, 12, and 13, there are no dates. And that's one thing that I mentioned over at in New York to Samsung, that we will sell out of 11 through 13 super quick because we are Americans, a little bit chunkier fingers. So I believe, this is exactly what I figured would happen. And so hopefully they'll be able to add in some dates later on. But yeah, take a look at Samsung.com for these updated dates whenever you do actually watch this video. So that is everything that I want to cover in today's video, which is the unboxing, the feeling, and really my first initial thoughts of this is that it's very super light. I mean, I barely even know that it's there, even though it is kind of hugging the finger, which that will have a little indent, I'm sure, later on. It is way lighter than the wedding ring. This wedding ring that I have over here is probably at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 times heavier. I'm going to say probably 3 or 4 times heavier for this ring versus the Galaxy ring. So if you have a wedding ring, just think of having something on your finger that's at least like half or a third of that, and that's kind of what it feels like. I know that something is there, almost feels like a little rubber band, but nothing that is heavy at all. So we'll just kind of see how it feels when I am actually just doing anything and everything with it. So make sure you guys stay tuned for my next video, because I will be coming back in 7 to 10 days, giving you all of the really cool features of the Galaxy ring, and also my first true thoughts and the actual full review of the ring, because it will take 7 to 10 days to get that done. Hopefully you guys appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on the very bottom left hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.